Now, when I told my parents about the industry, Forex trading in general, they've rejected it, right? And coming to think of it, since my parents rejected this, uh, I'm asking myself, had I listened to my parents, where would I be right now? Could I ask myself that question? Had I listened to my parents when they told me not to continue with this thing, where would I be right now? I'm asking myself that question every day, you know? And it doesn't make sense because parents are supposed to be there are people who are supposed to be supporting you throughout the journey and all that, right? Imagine blowing an account and you cry to your father and then he comforts you. You imagine how nice that would be. But now you're blowing in an account and you can't tell anybody about it. So precisely it's eating you alone. It's eating you inside alone, you know. So most probably I don't know. I don't know, but I would be working. Maybe I would be a car guard. Just maybe I would be a car guard. Maybe I would be a garden boy. Maybe I would work at ShopRite. Maybe I wouldn't even be working at all. You know, maybe I would even be in jail. Who knows? You never know what a person can do when they get pushed by poverty. You know, so I'm asking myself that question every day. The reason why I ask myself that question, that had I listened to my parents 2017 when they told me to leave this thing, where would I be, is because of this. Today, the same parents that told me to leave trading are the same parents who are calling and asking, how did I trade today? You know, life can be tricky at times. Now they're asking me, son, how did you trade today? Now this simply means that now they support me, right? Which is a good thing. They support me, they understand me. But yet still the same people who said, I must not go that route. Now it takes me back to reality. People will never understand your plans in life. They can never understand your plans until you make it. Whatever that you're pushing right now, even myself personally, there are certain type of hustlers that I don't understand, that I would never understand. I can only understand when they make it. It's just life. It's just how we are. So by me telling you this, I'm showing you that sometimes, you see, when it comes to your own dreams, it doesn't even have to be forex related. It can be anything. When it comes to your dreams, sometimes your own family can block them. Honestly speaking, sometimes, not always, your own family can block them. Sometimes when you go against them, that's when you make it. And sometimes when you make it, they all come back. People go with winners. People go with winners. People don't like losers in general. You know, people always go with winners. You know, and I can't blame my parents for not supporting me in this journey, because this is a disease which we as black people have. The system, it's a disease. It's given that when a black child reaches this level, they must go to school, they must look for a job. If they can't find a job, they must look for a job. If they can't find a job after looking for a job, they must look for a job. If they can't find a job after looking for a job, they must go to the Sangoma so that the Sangoma can help them look for the job, and the Sangoma will still want money. The same money, the reason why you're looking for a job is because you need money. And you need to go to a Sangoma which you're going to pay money to. Money which you don't have, so that the Sangoma can help you look for a job. And that Sangoma at the same time does not even have a job. The Sangoma himself or herself doesn't have, it's tradition, it's the system. It's stuck within us, you know. And I feel like it's up to us, our generation, and I'm willing to be the first. And the decisions that I'm taking today, the decisions that I'm making today, they might have consequences. When I'm speaking of consequences, I'm referring to remember how apartheid was in our country, right? How apartheid was in our country, whereby certain politicians fought for our freedom, and along the process they made sacrifices. Along the process they've lost themselves and all that. So I'm willing to be the sacrifice just so that people can have their eyes opened. No matter what happens to me, I'm willing to be that first guy, who breaks the code, who breaks the system. If there is any guy who has done it before me, then I'm probably the second, but I'm there. I'm going to form part of the statistics which change the whole system, the whole game. It's tricky, guys. Life is tricky. Now 2017, after I've told my parents they've disapproved, I've actually, I don't remember making my mother cry, but that day she cried, right? My mom cried. My father was deeply disappointed. And I don't blame them, right? I don't blame them. It's because of this. You see, when it comes to something that I believe in, I don't need your opinion. I'm going to repeat. With me, that's just my nature, right? It's just who I am. If I believe in something, I don't need your approval. I don't care what you are to me. When it comes to what I need to achieve, I don't care. I repeat, I don't care what you are to me. You might be my father, you might be my mother, you might be my uncle, my friend. When it comes to my dreams, what I believe in, I don't care what you think. I don't care about your opinion. Right? Maybe that's one of the reasons why I'm a winner. I risk too much. And risking too much simply means that there's no guarantee that you can make it. It's either you make it or you don't. Simple, just like that. So I've disrespected my parents from that day when I told them that, you know what, with or without you, I'm taking this journey and I don't care what you think. It's very disrespectful, I know, but I've got to be honest with you guys so that you can understand the character that I am. Some of you guys are gonna go through that. You're gonna fight with your parents. You're gonna fight with your family for what you believe in. It's just life. But I can assure you, once you make it, it's gonna be like nothing happened. Nothing happened. It's gonna be like clean. Everything will be yes in. So I've started disrespecting my parents from that moment. I'm not proud that I did, but I'm proud that I stood up for myself. There's a moment whereby your parents are telling you, they're not asking you, they're telling you that you are not doing this. And I stood up for myself. I said, whether you approve or not, I am going to do this. And I did it. And I fought with them and I did it anyway. Now, after making it, now they are supporting me. But why didn't they support me from the word go? It doesn't make sense. Why do they have to support me when I make it? Just like you guys only followed me because you had people talk on the street that, there's this guy who's doing these things. You only followed me because I've made it. Had I not made it, you wouldn't be here. That's just the truth. You guys wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be wasting your data watching me. You're watching me because you know you're going to learn something. That's just life. People want winners. People don't want losers. It's just life, And you've got to be a man. That's why I'm telling people that Forex will teach you to be a man. You will start thinking like a man at the age of 17. And to your parents, that's very disrespectful. They will even disown you. Now, they've disowned me financially. They've disowned me. But here's the thing. You are a parent. You are disowning somebody who has almost 100,000, I would say. So that time I've already had money. So the way they disowned me was a bit different from any other person, because they disowned me when I had money, right? They didn't know that I had money. I think if I've shown them money before, they wouldn't have disowned me. But I decided to keep quiet because I didn't know where the journey was going to end. I didn't know where the journey was going to end. You know, I don't want to lie to you guys. There was never a moment whereby I would think that one day I would be the person that I am today. There was never that moment. I don't want to lie to you guys. So I didn't know when the journey was going to end. So I told myself that I'm going to keep it to myself. Now, when we went back